All right, how's it going, Shalila? Here is your video. Like I told you in the message, I'm going to have you do 4 different circuits, we'll call them, or I'll call them blocks, 4 different blocks. And in each block, we're gonna have 4 different exercises that you're gonna do, okay? Each exercise you're gonna do for 30 seconds each, so it ends up being 2 minutes of work. Then you're gonna take a 30-second rest, and then you're gonna repeat that same block 3 times. So you'll go through it once for 2 minutes, rest for 30 seconds, go through it again, which is another 2 minutes, rest for 30 seconds, go through it the final 3rd time, rest for 30 seconds. Now, I'm giving you 4 of these blocks. You can do 1 block a day, and then when you feel up to it, you can add, I'm gonna do 1 block and a 2nd block. And then if you're really feeling gung-ho, and you're really getting into shape, then you can just do all 4 together. These pretty much simulate the Insanity class that I teach. This is the type of stuff that we do in there. It's called max interval training, where our heart rate is up, we're working for a majority of the time, we rest for a little bit. That's what's gonna allow us to burn calories, even when we're sitting on the TV with the remote afterwards, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you 4 different exercises. I'm not actually gonna do the exercises for 30 seconds, but I do wanna show you what each move is. Then I'm gonna show you a modification that you can use, and just in case, if you get tired or maybe you have bad knees or a bad back. But if you have any questions at all, just message me and I'll be happy to answer them for you. All right, so the first exercise that we're gonna do is called a half tuck jump, okay? So this is gonna get our heart rate elevated right from the very start. So you wanna start with your feet, I'm gonna back out here, your feet about shoulder width apart, and then you're gonna jump up, but we're not jumping high off the ground. So we're just jumping up a little bit, we're hitting our thighs. So it looks like this, okay? Now, it does not matter how high you jump, and you can see here from the side, I'm not jumping high. Now, if you get tired or you don't like this impact, then just tap. Bring your knees up and tap like this, okay, for 30 seconds. So that's your first move. As soon as you're through with that, you're immediately gonna move into what we call weighted burpee jumps, okay? So you will need a set of weights. It doesn't have to be something super heavy. I'm gonna go ahead and just grab 8 pounds right here. So whatever weights you have that you feel comfortable with, you're gonna stand with the weights at your side. You're gonna come down into a burpee. So I'm gonna show you this full speed, and then I'll show you how you can modify it to decrease some of the intensity, okay? So here's what it looks like from the front. I'm gonna drop down, I'm gonna put the weights on the ground, I shoot my feet back, I shoot my feet back in, I stand up straight, push my shoulders back, okay? I'll turn from this angle, so I come down, I kick my feet out, I kick my feet back in, I stand up with the weights. To modify this, we can come down, put the weights on the ground, we walk back into this plank position, we walk in, we stand up with the weights, okay? And I'll demonstrate that again from the front. We just set the weights down, we're walking back, we're walking in, we're lifting, okay? That's your second move. So again, you're gonna do that move for 30 seconds, then we're gonna move on to the next one. Let me set these down. All right, next move, we're gonna get the heart rate back up again. It's called mountain climbers. I'm sure you've seen these. You're gonna get down on your hands, and I'll do this from the front and I'll do this from the side again. So you're gonna get down, and you're just going to rotate, bring your knees up like this, okay? From the side, it looks like this. Now, you can modify this exercise by walking up, walking back, walk it in, walk it out, okay? And I'll turn again this way from the front. You just walk in, you walk out. So you're gonna do this for 30 seconds as well. That gives us 3 exercises. Our last exercise that we're gonna go with in this first block is gonna be push-ups, okay? So we're just gonna do a standard push-up. Now, if you cannot do a push-up on your toes, that's okay. Drop to your knees, okay? So I'm gonna show you, of course, a standard push-up. Then I'll also show you, one on your knees. The key to push-ups is form. You don't want to have, and I'm going to demonstrate, it's going to look funny, but you do not want to have your butt all up like this, okay? Or you do not want to have your hips all the way down like this, because you're going to hurt your back. You want to have basically a straight line from the top of your shoulders running all the way down your back to your feet. So this is the proper push-up position. And I'll turn this way. So you can see that. Now if you're on your knees, you're going to do the same thing. So I still don't want to see, a lot of times in my class I see people like this. You still want to have that same arc in your back, or straightness in your back I should say. And then you're just going to come down as far as you can come down. Make sure your hips are tucked under. And you're just going to come down and up. And of course, in the standard form, we just come down and up. Again, from the front. Down and up. Drop to our knees. Down and up. So that right there, you're going to do for 30 seconds as well. That's going to complete your first block. So once you've completed those 4 exercises, we're going to take a little breather, take a break, hydrate, drink some water. That's going to be key to this. I definitely don't want you hurting yourself, getting dizzy, queasy. So you need to make sure that you hydrate. And then you're going to repeat this 2 more times, okay? So it ends up being, I think, close to a 9-minute workout, around there, give or take, a couple seconds. All right, that was block 1. So let me grab me some water really quick.